top notch yet, but she running. I gotta come back to get it retuned. Well, not technically retuned, but just done and finished. She running. What is going on, everybody? Your boy is back on the grind another time, and man, as you can see, we actually got some sunny skies today. The weather's been bipolar today, man. Actually, it's been bipolar this whole week. It's been sunny, raining, windy, like all kinds of stuff. But the plus is it's been warming up, so that's been phenomenal. Been super awesome. But anyways, I'm actually in the parking lot in a neighboring town, Harbor Freight Tools there. So I am meeting somebody here, you guys. I'm meeting somebody here in regards to my Skylark. But before we get to that, I might have to cut out real quick too, just in case he shows up beforehand. But I have filmed about 3 or 4 or 5 different videos in regards to my week, because when something happens to the Caprice, the next day something else happens. Something else happens. Something else happens. It's not been necessarily bad. They're just small little details and things that have been not going my way. And I don't want to make the video all drawn out. These things kept adding up. They kept getting longer and longer as far as the videos go. So I'm just not going to even talk about it much. I mean, it was little things like, you know, I burned the positive cable wire on the back of the header because I didn't know that it was touching the header. So when I took off the starter, it must have moved and it was hitting the header. I had some issues with the spark plug wires. They kept popping off the terminals, even though I was pulling the boots. I don't know if they were just old and they were just got super, like broken down, like the integrity of them from the heat or something. And they just pulled out real easily. I don't know. So like the little terminal was still on the spark plug, but the actual, plug wire itself was coming off, even though I was pulling the boot. It was weird, man. But anyways, just little stuff like that, and it just kept piling on, adding up. And then fast forward to dyno and tune day, and that actually went really good, but we could not dyno the car because of a couple different things. On the LSA blower lid, there's not a whole lot of vacuum ports. Like my setup needs a couple more vacuum ports, so I have to drill and tap into the top of the side of the lid. So I have to take the lid back off and do that and put some MPT fittings in there. And also I need to add in another sensor, a different map sensor. So the map sensor that is on there that comes with the kit will not work with my ECU because it's a newer style map sensor, and the one that I had on my old setup is the one that I need for my Gen 3 ECU. So we could have made it work, but it wouldn't have been the correct way to do it. He left it totally up to me, and I was like, oh, just another thing, you guys. So I was like, you know what, let me wait a week. He's being nice, and after actually doing my tune this coming up Friday after hours, he's going to stay for me and do it, because the following week he's out of town. At least he's going to take care of me in that regards, and he's awesome, guys. Super phenomenal tuner, knows his stuff, especially about anything turbocharged. It doesn't matter, Ford, Chevy, imports, whatever, he does it all. So I'm super grateful to have him in my corner as a tuner, and he loves the car. He was actually really bummed that he didn't get to see it dyno, but he's really excited about it. So he gave his numbers, what he thinks it'll do, so we'll see. I'll keep those under wraps. But anyways, you guys, I am now in the stages of just doing those couple of things to the Caprice, and shoot, man, then when Friday comes, we'll be good to go. So my garage is a total mess, man, and I can't wait to clean this thing out. So that'll be super nice. But before I cut this video off to meet this guy, so I am actually meeting him for something for my Buick Skylark. So I know I mentioned in the past that I was potentially maybe wanting to turn the Skylark into a GSX clone, just because I love the look of the GSX with the spoiler, the hood, and everything, the decals and all that. I'm kind of in the stages of doing that. It already has the hood. It already has the ram air cleaner for the engine. And so it's fully functional and everything. It's running great. I can't wait to get it so I can kind of look into it and clean it up and make sure everything's dialed in. And I've been on the lookout for a spoiler. They're hard to find, and I really didn't want to buy one aftermarket on eBay, so I just kind of been looking local with no luck. And then I haven't really been looking for a while, but last night I looked online locally, and someone locally only 20 minutes from me is actually selling one with the trunk lid. So I'm going to actually take a look at it. I'm meeting him right now, so he'll probably show up here shortly, but with the trunk lid and the spoiler already attached. So we'll see. It's very, very reasonably priced, especially with a trunk lid. Well, for what it is and the price that he's charging, the spoiler alone is just worth that. So I mean, if he's gonna throw in the trunk lid too, then it's all good. So but other than that, shoot, I'll chime back in, and if you guys will see if I got it or not. But you guys got to stay tuned for that. If this is your first time tuning in, y'all definitely think about subscribing. You know, all that stuff, man. Hit the notification bell. That way when I pop the video up, you guys know. And you guys know the spiel. But, man, I appreciate everybody. If you guys are new to the channel, I have a lot of new subscribers. And, man, you guys stay along for the journey because it's gonna be phenomenal. I got a lot of good content coming. And shoot, man, I got so many projects, it's crazy. So anyways, shoot, man, I'll go ahead and get off this phone right now and wait for this guy to show up. And then I actually got to run in Harbor Freight to return something. And when I come back out, you guys will see if I have something in the back or not. Stay tuned. Man, that guy was like hella cool, man. He had found, well, through a buddy of his, had found three A-body cars. I think one was a Cutlass and two of them were Buick Skylarks, and one of them was a convertible. One of them was a GS. 71 Skylark convertible had, bam, that on there right there, y'all. Hold on, let me move this mat. Let me move this mat so you guys can see what is up. Oh, wait. Boy, had that one on there. So he took it and was going to try to see if he could use it for his Cutlass, and ended up being it didn't fit. I guess not all A-body trunk lid decks were kind of transferable from one to the other. However, I believe from his research, he was saying the Chevelle, Skylark, and Monte Carlo, the Monte Carlo actually have the same deck lid. So that's why he took it, because he thought maybe it would go in the Cutlass, but it didn't. I'm glad that I met this guy, man, and shoot. Ooh, let me pull over here somewhere so I can show you guys what this looks like. Alright, you guys, so it is windy, so I'm gonna make this quick, but here it is right here in very, very, very good shape. I am kind of thinking that this is an OEM piece. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm thinking, because the story behind this is the guy who knew about these cars actually knew the owner of this car. He actually got this wing back in the 80s for this car. Now, that doesn't mean that it's a OEM one or original one or anything like that. However, being that it's so old, it pretty much could very well be. There's a couple different things that you can identify, mainly just one, and a lot of them, and the guy knew this too, all of them had a what they called a pee hole, like a drain hole. And it was pretty much centered to where the keyhole is. However, this one does not have one. Let's take that back. It's not showing. And being that this has bodywork on it, it very well could have been covered up. And the guy who sold this to me said that that was pretty common for these wings if they ever needed body work or they were getting painted or something like that. Guys would just, you know, do body work and cover them up and not even know it, just because the hole is like so tiny. The body work has been done on it, and that's really, really cool. I mean, it's pretty straight. Underneath could use a little bit of work. It looks like it came off a white car, maybe. You know, when I go to paint it or whatnot, you know, we'll have to deal with that. But I mean, there's no rot, no rust. You know, it has its little imperfections, you know, here and there. But man, this thing is a nice piece, and I am so happy I came across this, you guys. Oh man, this thing is just, it's getting better and better. This Skylark, man, it's gonna be one that's gonna be real nice to drive, and I can't wait. It's all coming together, you guys. It's all coming together. But that's it, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. It is cold out here. It is windy, and I need to get home as I have been up grinding since 7 a.m. I've been after it, and man, my days are so long, but shoot, I try to squeeze the car stuff in when I can, and I'm sure glad that I squeezed this in right here, you guys. So you guys stay tuned. You know I'm always grinding. It doesn't matter which car it is. I'm doing something with cars, and if I can fit it in my day, that's how I get it done. All right, so if you're new to this channel, definitely think about subscribing, definitely hit that notification bell, so anytime I post a video, you guys know. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all of that good stuff, you guys. Stick with me. We got it. I'm out of here. Would this make any difference if the cutouts were open or not, or no?
Most of the time it doesn't, honestly, from what I've seen. It's really just depends on the exhaust.
Yeah.
We can do a pull with or without.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's cool.
It doesn't bother me at all. But most of the time because, you know, like I said, it's the exhaust on the backside. So
yeah.
You know, most of we do like CTSVs and stuff like that. They don't make a difference even with the stock exhaust.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say, but we can prove or disprove it.
Yeah.
It's no problem at all. It's just one more pull. And are they electronic or are they manual?
Yeah, I got a little switch. I should have it right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just usually just keep it.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do it once we're done. We can do it. That's no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, that's no problem at all. Yeah, but most of the time with the stuff like this, it doesn't make a big difference, honestly. Yeah. You know, but we'll see. We'll see what kind of boost it makes. Once we have that extinguished. And this is a 6 rib or 8 rib style. 8 rib. Okay, so it's gonna be a little better on traction and belt slip. So we'll see what it does. The biggest thing I fight with these things is just slip. Yeah. And I'm tossing belts. So as long as all that goes all as planned, we should be good.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of torn with changing the pulley, but I was like, I just didn't know, man.
Yeah. They're easy to make power, but the problem with these things, they're hard to keep cool. Hard to keep cool. Yeah. So you have to have a nice heat exchanger. With this one, you have a swap, so you have a lot more options for heat exchangers and stuff like that. So it makes your job a little easier. But the lower you can keep the intake air temp, or intake air temp 2, I should say, better off you are. Okay. So more power you make, the safer it will be for the motor. Yeah. So we'll do is this. We'll get this thing set up for the injectors, get it running, driving, and then we'll put her on the dyno and do all the drivability. And then this is speed density, right? You don't have a MAF whatsoever. No, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember being that. I just want to make sure. But yeah, we'll get it all squared away and get her running good, running real good. Yeah. This thing's cool though. I always love this car. So it's like the ultimate sleeper, you know. Like
yeah, that's. It kind of just took a life of its own, man, and I just kept going.